All right. Hello, everybody. You guys know that on October 6th, which is my birthday, I do a gift to myself coming out here and talking to you. Last year and the past few years, you guys know that that's the gift to me that I given to myself on my birthday. So tonight, I'm going to be giving this kind of like um, service to you guys. So, guys, if you have whatever the questions is popping in your mind, whatever the situations within your mind, trying to do my best as it's always been. And since we are together here, you know, that even's going to be even better. Currently, we are in Malaga, and yeah. So, talking about service, you have to look inside of you, uh, insight about what do you do here. Today we had a very great talk in communications, and somebody asked me, long time ago, and I keep repeating the same thing. Why do you need your twin flame? And you're looking for these divine connections, but do you really put the divine inside of you? Do you really put the divine within the connection? What do you need your twin flame for it? And talking about this is looking inside of you. This connection comes to you for a divine purpose. In order to get into the divine, into the twin flame graduations, into the twin flame, really your purpose. In there, do you including the divine within the connection with yourself? What is that relationship is between you and the divine first before you and your soul connection? Is your soul connection connecting to the divine? And there is a correlations within this, because the ending, the graduating part, to be sharing these beautiful soul connections and to find the purpose of that connections, it has to come and it has to be united under the divine. And this is why today kind of like giving you little reminders, giving you some little heads up on this. And we are here to give you what we have with you guys. So without further ado, Carly, thank you for coming in. Erica, hi Erica. CF, thank you. Lorian, thank you. And thank you for the wishes and the birthday. And I'm passing.
Thank you, Ruby. Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna be replying some of the questions you may have, and I think with our example, we can just show you this importance of the divine and connection with the divine, and just connection to your own intuition, because that's what we realized. That's what brought us together. At some point, we were just continuing our journey, spiritual journey, that got started as an ignition, as some other catalyst experience, but instead of kind of stopping on a journey or getting hang up on one specific soul connection, we decided to evolve no matter what, and just trying to learn the lesson that each experience was bringing. So I think with this example, maybe we can just answer some of the questions you may have regarding this pretty confusing twin flame dynamic. Because we started explaining that it's not really about having one specific person and just aiming for the union with one specific person. It's rather just fulfilling your soul's purpose with that connection that get you ignited, but maybe not. Maybe just whatever is according to divine, that those according to those energies that brought you this soul connection in the first place. Just have to remember that something that started with this divine intervention. It doesn't have to last. Like, it's just recognizing that every soul connection comes for a purpose, and just making sure that it still serves its purpose, or maybe it's time to learn some specific lesson and then move on. So
talking about these lessons, looking at from within you, looking at inside of you. You know, some of the things of the lessons you are learning on the road, but you gotta have the guts, you gotta have the power, you gotta have this non-stop, not quitting things. Yeah, you might take a break of the journey. You might all of a sudden have those breakdowns, and you break down the walls inside of you, break down the situations from within you. But when we're talking about all this, it is about you not to hanging out into things. We talk about this not hanging out. Is I only want my twin, but what do you want your twin for? What do you want? What do you want? Because the twin flame before becomes the twin flame is you. That twin flame connections that you know with it to another person is actually you. You are the twin flame to your own self because you see yourself in the mirror of another person. And you ask that person to bring the things that you have to develop within you. That is a personal journey. This is why this person came to you to develop things, to remind you about things that you are missing. And this is why you are missing your twin flame. You're missing you, something deeply from within you. And that connections tells you what it is, how does it feels like it, what it feels within, what is it coming within. And then you begin to develop it yourself. As we said with Paulina before, it is a personal journey of the twin flame. It's a personal journey of growth. Once you mature, once you grow, once you, as a Mel said, graduate the journey, then the divine it conspires and involves with you moving ahead. But through that personal journey, don't forget about the divine. Don't forget about this. Don't disregard it. Because looking at with this, talking about from my personal experience out here, looking at to that person as a twin flame, you have this codependence. Only. What about if it only doesn't work? And talking about within the journeys when you open, when you free yourself up, when you moving into the journey, through the stages, through the levels, when you come to that illumination state, and you put like, okay, divine, I let go of what I want, but give me what you have for me. Because I know what you have for me is better than what I was asking for it. Because you know the best. And you let it go. But a lot of the people cannot let it go because they have I want. So yeah. All right, Carly, are you are you two twin flames? We are graduated at twin flames. If you have the prospections as a twin flames, yes, but we are graduated the journey. You understand as a journey down the road, Carly, that when you graduate, things are going to be much better. You want to take it from the graduation?
Yeah, we just mentioned in one of our videos previously that you can just treat this twin flame as a stage until you don't realize that honestly this is just the experience and you cannot treat it personally. It's just a twin flame journey. It's like the way of how you're gonna get awakened to your spiritual journey. Some people may go through some very rough changes in their life, but some people will just have this catalytic experience by getting engaged emotionally with someone and just experiencing this very sudden separation from this someone. And it just kind of tests how much you're dependent on this person, how much you were depending. You will just start realizing how much you are dependent on other people that fulfill you. So this is one of the lessons that you learn. And honestly, like throughout the journey, you will start doing your inner work because it will be triggering lots of healing with you. And once you get to the stage of completeness just by yourself and not getting dependent on anyone else to bring you happiness, that's you will start feeling complete. And that's the moment of graduation, I would say, because you will see that you don't need anyone to complete you. You don't need your twin to complete you. And you get this understanding of your inner self, and also the connection to the energies. You will be more developed in the spiritual world, I would say, and you will start following the intuitions, following the guidance. And once you're ready, like you will know that, as Dio was saying, the divine knows best who should you join on the journey to progress even higher, because it doesn't end on a twin flame journey.
No, it doesn't ending on the twin flames journey. People think like the twin flame journey. No, you're just beginning. Because first of all, when you get into that deal on your own, later on you practice it with somebody else. But the level of graduating on your own determines that the divine said, okay, you're ready. Here we go. I'll give you the partner. You should be doing this divine work with us, because you accepting what we know is best. That is a power of let go. That is this power, internal energies of the powers in there. And talking with this is beautiful because of that moments of graduating. When you graduated, you understand that the graduations is to pass that test when you actually allowed the divine to bring you the partner. But that is coming into that energy with you, that personal relationship with God and the Christianity and the religions that's talking about you to get in there. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? Okay, some questions. I don't know how to control the chat. There we go. Okay, CF, thank you for the hearts. Erica, thank you for the hearts. Lorian, happy blessed birthday, dear. Thank you for the wishes. Twin Flame Power, happy birthday. Thank you. Carly, I have been following you since 2018. I haven't tuned into for a while, but I'm so happy for you. You with your twin. Thank you, Carly. I remember 2019 started to see my twin as God and Jesus. Talking about the divine powers and the divine energies is about, some of you may be seeing like within your perspective. You may see it, the Holy Spirit, like the white pigeon. You may gonna see Jesus. You may gonna see Mother Mary. You may gonna see Buddha. You may gonna see Muhammad. However, in your case, that presentations of the divine is, that's all divine energies. But what I'm talking about is later on learning the divine energies. If something works, it works and they support it. Something doesn't work, you stop. Stop on there. And over the time, you're learning to flow with what works. What doesn't work, the divine has its reason to say, no, not now. So if it needs to be happen within your journey, it's going to happen within your journey. And there. Elizabeth,
but maybe just one comment to this, because I wouldn't attach God or Jesus, or it depends on your background, but I wouldn't attach that to the specific person, because of course when you get a connection with that person, they will bring these universal energies. But you just need to be a bit careful, like if you don't get attached too much, that only this person can bring you this experience to the divine. They just show you, they kind of mirror it to you because you're entering this higher state of awareness. But just remember, it's not the only case that you can experience that. They are just showing you because they are on the same frequency for a bit, with just small notes.
Exactly. Elizabeth, happy birthday, Dio and Paulina and everyone. Thank you.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Crystal. Hi, you guys. Happy birthday, Dio. Happy union to you both. And so happy for you. Thank you, Crystal. I actually read some of the comments. There were so many comments on Facebook. It's just the phones have been off the hook. But I want to say thank you guys for all of you for the happy birthday wishes. Tanya Tarasu. Oh, Tanya, hi. Glad to see you here in the chat. Thank you for the happy birthday. And Carly, yes, I'm happy with just me now. Great. You gotta be happy first within you. You happy from within you, you'll be happy with your body. Good lesson in that and a good ways in there. Tanya Dio, I'm happy for you as well. Paulina, welcome to the community. Good luck.
Thank you. I've been around for a bit. It's recent.
Lemon Tree 405. Hey guys. Hi. Thank you for being here. Carly Els. Thank you. Welcome, Carly Els. I had spiritual visions of my twin. I saw his soul and it was old and ancient. It smiled at me and took me to the breath out of me. He helped me connect me to the divine, and now I trust into that. You have to trust the divine, because throughout the trust within divine, you're trusting within yourself. That trust within yourself, together with the trust with the divine, is going to be leading to the trust of the connections, to the divine connections with the divine partner. Why it's calling divine partner? Number one, the divine partner has the connections with the divine. And the divine brings you the partner. That's what it's called, divine partner. If you're understanding the divine partnership, you will understand the internal processes inside of you. It's a divine connection. And it's very good because that's what the purpose is. The question is are you going to be maturing spiritual into that point to understand that you have to trust, surrender, and let go of anything that you want so you can receive everything the divine has for you? It could be taking you a lot, it could be costing you a lot, it could be so many things. Maybe letting go of everything that you have to. The question is inside of you, are you trusted? And let me tell you, when you trust the divine they know exactly what you do. They're very powerful guys. They're very supportive. Once you trust them, they support you. When you let go of what you thought it might be, you actually make the room and tell them, okay, now it's your turn, guys. Now it's your turn to show us the journey. And let me tell you, when they step in and show you the journey, it turns out more than beautiful, because you don't make the plans, you're following the divine plans. And then you flow with it. That is the message, kind of like giving it. All right, does anybody else has any questions up here? Tanya, I was busy with some stuff. It looks like I'm back. Do I have another soul connections? The first one kind of kind of in the picture sometimes. Great that you have another soul connections. You need to understand that the soul connections that doesn't work, soul connections that is not progressing, keeping you from your personal progressing, but also doesn't bring to fulfill your purpose here. Once you understand that, it's coming, you're bringing divine energies into the 3D. When you come down with that energies down into the 3D, we're going to talk more about this. We're going to make some videos and so on. But guys, you're going to be learning to love the 3D, because when you combine the 3D with the divine, with the 5, 7 to 9D, however your DE is, you're bringing it down with you down here, and you're making on earth as in is heaven. But you cannot build it here on earth if you don't love the 3D. You're gonna be relearning to love the 3D, but from the divine perspective. And from that divine perspective, where that comes from, your personal relationship with the divine. You want the partner, go graduate, go mature within you, and let the divine work within you. And if that's your case, Tanya, congratulations to you. And all right. Crystal, I have so many questions. Well, write some of you, Crystal. We'll see if we can be able to get some of it. Lemon Tree, hey you too. My Tia Duemas told me 3 months ago he will reach out to me when it's reach out to me. He's ready. But now I think about reaching out because he used to be self-sabotaging as well. The self-sabotaging, it is a internal fears process, and it's a part of immaturity. When you promise something, you do it. When you get things done, you've done it. Yeah, there are always going to be challenges when there's something maybe you promise you can't fulfill. But that is it for reasons. It happens in there to test maybe your partner. If your partner understands, if you have something, you have to learn for it in there. But looking at what within you, Lemon Tree, take a look at it inside. What is the connections you have with the divine, and what the divine will want you to do? I'm not talking about your ego, false mask that wants to contact your twin flame connection. It is about what is going with that. And you asking, so can I tell him that what I think about him? I hope he's okay. It's very good to check it out. There is nothing wrong to say if everything is okay and hope that he's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I feel like his love saved me. Basically, what that is, we actually talk about this. If you have, if you're feminine and you're searching for a masculine that comes in, and you look at what your masculine counterpart has to do, it is actually the masculine energies inside of you. You, before you go to union with somebody else, you have to be internal union within you. That is it. The masculine and the feminine energies in balance within yourself. So that way, when you work with the feminine and masculine energies of your partner, you have the balance already made that leads to the internal peace that brings the love, the divine love between the partners. So if you feel like he saved you, that means you took that energy inside of you and you work it out. So good for you, Colin.
I think it's important to recognize this because it may feel like it saves you if that's a heart opening experience. And for example, if you were emotionally withdrawn before, you may feel like that's the first time you actually feel any kind of emotions because maybe you were suppressed all your life. So once you open emotionally, you will have so much gratitude to this person. But still, it doesn't mean, just of course we are grateful for this as an experience. But just keep in mind, some of that experiences are just catalytic, and then time to move on.
JCKCPA, hey, thank you for being here. Happy birthday, Leo. Thank you. Thank you. Lemon Tree, I fear that he will lose the courage to contact me after this long time. If you have the fear within you, look inside of you. Why do you have that fear? And maybe look at also a point that what is your codependency on that situations? Personally, I was going to be telling you that. Tanya, I did lots of personal work and continue. I'm getting training as a quantum psychologist. Whoa, well, that is a heavy material. Since I know you, Tanya, and you study and you are looking at in there, hopefully that's going to help you with that. Blue Swans, thank you guys. Thank you for it. Thank you so much, Carly. I did try to date others, but everything just felt wrong. Always left waiting for my twin. That's where I finally surrender. You want to take that or?
I can try.
Okay.
Because I was getting to the same point at some point of my journey. I was just getting tired of being dependent on just one connection. I felt like I was doing everything right, everything correct, and still my lab was kind of put on hold. And I just wanted to experience more. Like I felt like I need to grow more, and I just realized that this connection is stuck in one place. And maybe I was having some hopes for the twin to reach out, but there was no connection from that person. So I kind of tried to overcome those things on my own, doing all this healing and self work. And somehow down the road, I was just getting another soul connections, and I was kind of exploring them. Um, so I think that's just the right thing to do, is just to surrender that, okay, in this moment I don't have this person, but it doesn't mean that I have to be stuck with my journey. There is so many opportunities for you to grow on a soul level if you're open for it, and you can just get out of your head for a little bit to wait for your twin to come back and just see, okay, maybe you have your twin, but there are other soul connections that you can have that will help you to heal. If you don't have this connection with your twin, you can heal yourself with other people as well. They will also act as a catalyst for your healing.
That's what we talked about before. That you need to trust the divine. Divine brings you someone in the connections that tells you, listen, you need to heal this and you see this. It's giving you a chance. It's giving you this. It's giving you that. The question is within the connections, are you obeying within the divine? And we obey it to the divine. We follow it, even though learning with all this process. But when you learn within that process, in there, you also gain the wisdom, the power of the wisdom inside you. You're going to find out the feminine wisdom, the masculine wisdom, the divine wisdom, all working together. You're going to be seeing the things from both perspectives, and together with the divine, you put that complete picture and you flow and you go with it. And when you put that picture either heals you, guides you, puts you forward, moving you forward in life, moving you forward within your spiritual world. But using the both sides in there. Those ones, we love you both, and we're very happy for your union, which we witnessed it in the making of the beginning. Oh yeah, I know you guys are witness. Thank you guys. Where else? In Hello to the rest of the soul family here. Carly, yes, that makes sense to you. I looked in the mirror one day and I saw half of his face and mine, like a Shiva and Shakti pictures, two being on one in the body. You might have those glimpses. You might have something within this, Kali. Um, but oneness is like the energies that the people living with, the both partners. It's the one partner sees the one side, the other partner sees the other side. But when they come together, they merge that visions and they testing that visions. It is okay with the divine. And when you see things, look inside of you. Maybe the that energies that you see that masculine energy of that person that reflected on your life. And now you see it in the mirror. Crystal, okay, thank you. First, let me say thank you to you guys for being together and shifting us all apart. I'm so grateful. I'm out of space. I'll ask a couple of questions below. All right. Uh, Lemon Tree, thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, Crystal. In general, I'm just curious about the unfolding of your journey toward each other. Specifically, did one of you have to wait for the other to reach a point of readiness? If so, can you describe? That's interesting questions. Wait. We actually were brought together in Miami. We actually have a connection long before that. But neither she was ready, neither I was ready. I talked to her and I said like, hey Paulina, hey darling, I know, I understand we have connections. I understand this and that's how it goes. And currently at this moment, I'm not ready. If something's going to happen in the future, that it happened in there. I was honest with her, with my masculine energies, totally honest and open with her. She was open to me, and it's like, yeah, let's just keep the things. We will keep working together on certain things. We will keep touching base from time to time. We were worry about each other from time to time for it, but over the time, especially when we met in Miami. In Miami, we were waiting on the divine, and the divine was present there, but we were hesitating for the beginning. We were like, oops, just watch and you feel the energy, you feel this energy of the divine gently pushing us. It's like, oh, you two sweethearts, you're gonna be doing okay. But come on, you guys have to talk. You have to recognize this is like, oh, I'm can't right now. Just like, but inside of me is everything is like, give her this soft touch. She needs someone to care. Give her this love you have inside of you. But inside of me is like, no. We had a lot of fun the first 2 days when we were together. There, just you feel the energy, but you kind of like go back and forth until like the end is like, you know what the heck are we doing? Okay, it's love. The energy is the divine wants to be together. Let's see what else. We had a great confession talk. We're talking about naked talk, but with eternal peace. You're not worried what you're saying. You're not worried about it. You just speak what you feel, speak what it is, and you feel how the divine just does this. Okay, touch base here, touch base here, touch base here, touch base here. Now touch base. That was it. The peace after all this merges me was made, can't describe it. I mean, you can talk, mm, you can share yours.
I don't think we were waiting for each other. I think we were just busy with our inner work. Because basically we were just traveling. We didn't have time. We were batching. We're touching base from time to time. But honestly, on my side, I was not waiting for Dio to do anything. I was not having that in my focus. I think you were getting some kind of a guidance. That I may not be ready. Although we were not pushed to continue as a connection, we were keeping it open because somehow down the road along your journey you will learn that you don't have to create drama with any soul connection that comes to your life. You can keep them open, but keep them open without putting expectations on them. I've learned that with several other soul connections that I had. It's just okay, I can keep it open. I don't need this closure to say yes or no which way it goes. Kind of allowing it to unfold in its own time. At the same time, even if it was getting uncomfortable, for example, or I was getting some realizations, some learnings about myself, I still wanted to continue the connection because it was bringing me this growth and understanding. So I always like to keep my soul connections open and just analyze them because they were always bringing some kind of lessons or there were some patterns that were repeating. So it is, I maybe just the comment that, if you have those soul connections, unless really you're hurting because of that, there is some toxicity. I would say just that's your practice to keep at peace with them. You're not able to create the drama and just end them. It's not your goal. Your goal with the soul connection is just to create a peace with them, no matter how they unfold. And if they are meant to continue, they will. If not, that's freedom of choice for everyone.
P1111. Yeah. So talking about can you describe this? In order to describe all this, it's a very long journey. But talking about again back into this point of the divine, she turned to the divine, but how? She came to me and was like, "What do you think?" Do you know what my response was? I cannot interfere with their decisions. That is all lie with the connections between you and the divine. They can tell you who I am, not me, because that's going to be my own personal agenda. You have to make that decision. That's how you know divine partner does. Because the divine partner leads you to the divine energies. Not because I want to kiss you, I want to hug you, I want to have a hug with you, or I need you to support, I need you for this, I need you for that. No. You're looking for the divine purpose of the soul that you're seeking you to fulfill. That's what you came here, right? That's what you ignited as a twin flame. So that's what I can kind of like guide you to describe is that the divine is going to be there. And when the divine tell her right there, the divine put us together, when we just glued, welded, what was the other words we were using after there? Yeah, things are happening. So, okay, Tanya, dear, thank you for your reports and it's great support you provided to us, the Twin Flame community. You're welcome, Tanya. You know me, Tanya. You've been on my workshops and my birthday, so you know exactly what it is. You've been there. But glad to see here. Carly, yes, I feel that. Uh, talk about the divine alignment. Divine alignment is this. You want to know divine time? That is about the divine time. When you are you okay with the divine decisions that they bring you? Exactly this person. You may not gonna like it in a certain levels or certain situations or certain things and so on. But it's a divine partner brought it to you to the divine, and you accept that divine. Okay, it's the same thing. You don't interfere with your partner because your partner have to understand exactly the same thing. The divine brings you the partner, and right in there, the divine is merging the both individuals under the divine powers. That now is a core marriage. Okay. Thank you both for answering. You're welcome, Crystal. Tanya, I so understand what Paulina is saying. I do not have a tunnel vision as it was with the TF. Now I have no more freedom in my interaction with my soul connections. I actually may have much more. Ooh, that's what this is. If you previous connections, if your connection it does not brings you value, can grow, they're not able to provide the environment for you. If they cannot provide the environment for you, how are you going to grow? So you have to want to let it go at some point. One way or another, the journey is just teaching you to let it go. You're living with the pain that your twin flame is not with you in the physical, and so on and so on. You're looking at the situations until you don't let go. And once you let go, you free yourself, moving within the journey, and you follow the divine guidance after that. What should I do? It's the same thing at your work. What happens at your work? If your coworker left the work, what do? It's like, hey, my coworker left the job. You go into your boss and ask the boss, hey, what should I do? All the things are the same. We're operating in the same principle. But when it comes to these things, we're taking things personally. Don't take things personally. If you take things personally, you're going to have a hard time up here. Trust me, you will until you learn not to take things personally, but just to see. Somebody says something and it triggers you. It's like, okay, let me see why they say that. Maybe I'm like this. Go look at the other side that you don't accept. That's what the trigger is. And when you look at another side, you may see your own red flags that you were hiding under the rug. And now you do your inner work, you fix, and you go and say, thank you.
Maybe I wanted to comment on this special last sentence that Tanya may feel more connection. And I think that's what you can expect because it's every soul connection will bring you more awareness. So if you bring this peace, if you're able to work it out so it works for you when you create this peaceful environment, you will be increased in awareness. So then, once you're done your job within the specific connection that came to your life, you're reaching higher awareness. And what will happen after, you will be matched with another soul connection. But that person will be on the same level of vibration that you, which means that they will be more aware of this energetic world. So then, of course, you can expect that they will be more aware. You will have more deep conversations. You can have even more growth. So that's why it's important to recognize once one soul connection served its purpose and it's holding you back, it's your choice. Do you want to progress or you want to really stuck on this vision of twin flame? That's just not serving anymore. It's not necessary to get stuck in this twin flame connection. There are so many of others. It's just, it's every other one, every next one will be higher in awareness, it's very fulfilling. When you can share experiences, you can share this spirituality, this ideas that you have, this understanding.
Right, need some translations here. Okay, first I'm going to read from Bulgarian. Честит рожден ден, which is happy birthday. Бъдете винаги щастливи, здрави. Желая ви много успехи и радост в постигането им. Be very happy, healthy, and I wish you many uh, happiness and many of, oh my God, my Bulgarian is cooking a little bit. Um, to,
I can
I know. Oh my God, I'm kind of like confused between Bulgarian, Polish, Spanish, and English. Lately, we've been having a good fun with this. Um, like many winnings in life, and to be happy, you reach the goals. You two are so sweet, and wish you everything the best. Thank you, Maria. Blue Swans, to each other its own journey, divinely guided, as you said. You look within you, look within. Exactly, the kingdom of God is within you. Words of Jesus. Yes, totally is right there. You have to look, but don't just hanging out too much into the religions, but look inside of you. Your own personal relationship with the divine. That personal relationship with the divine, it builds the internal church within you. That internal church that you later on will be happy because that church is going to bring it together. All right. Tanya, so true words. Ooh. Carly, twin flames are such lovely people. Honesty. You gotta have the honesty here. You can't, without honesty in there. Yeah. You will feel like you have to tell what you have to tell, even if it's something special. You have to tell. Okay. Elizabeth, what if your twin flame comes back after blocking in several years? Is that just nostalgia and needs to move forward? What if? What if they come back, realizing who you are and what you are, and so on? What if the divine brings them back to you? Does the divine brings them, or they coming to you? So if you take a look at it in this, I know some quite a few people that the divine brings the person in there, but in that energies and that connections in there, there is something he has to be working out. Okay, blocking who, blocking what, and why did they come back? So for some, there could be a nostalgia, which is the nostalgia is like I'm missing that energies with you. Well, they're missing the energies within themselves because they didn't allow it in there. I see some connections. I talk to people who the twin flame comes in, comes back. They're running away, they're coming back maybe for a day, 2 or 3 years, 5, 6, 7, 10, and they come back. They stay for a month. They cannot even stand each other after that 1 month. Why? They're not ready. But why they're not ready? Because they're looking for a personal relationship between them where there is no divine connection. So when they come back there, if they come back, what is the purpose in there? What it is and what are you going to do is a whole nother. Are you going to follow divine guidance if there is the divine guidance in there? So it's a very good questions, Elizabeth. Great in there, but I've been seeing it that people been looking at within this come and go, coming back, come and go, coming back because they know what was not done. But when the divine finally says something, it's matched in there, and it's put it in there. It is what it is. Divine's meant you in. It is what it is. You're gonna know. When it comes your time, you're gonna know. Crystal, I'll ask one more for those of us who have not met our divine partner in the flesh. Can you describe the difference between energetic merging and how it feels merging in the 3D versus 5D? Ooh, how does it feel for us as divine partner? You want to feel the third party, the divine energies inside of you before the meeting. Similar, like you knew you're gonna meet this awakening person, the twin flame, but this is gonna be different. Because in the meeting with the divine partner, the divine partner is gonna be present at the moment with the divine partner. You understanding that. So basically, the divine partner is a graduated twin flame when it comes in. They have to be a graduate within that journey. And otherwise, the divine is not going to say, hey, I'm giving you a divine time. There you go, you guys in the unit. So if you have not met your divine partner, it is about you to trust in the divine that puts you together. But the divine is going to have a very strong, peaceful compassion in there. And there's going to be some all sorts of signs, miracles, but most it's going to be a divine peace between you two. Remember that, the divine peace. And there, what was the second part of the questions? There. In the flesh, can you describe the difference between energetic merging and how it feels meeting in 3D versus 5D? The energetic merging with divine partner is under the divine guidance. That's how it feels. You both follow the divine guidance, and the way it feels is you both sit down and recognizing the things that go on. While the energetic merging in there, the energetic merging is more about energy. But you can have energetic merging, but not a divine merging. Because you can have the energy towards somebody, you can have the energies, but then it's personal. Your personal energies that it's within you goes on in there, which is basically the 3D. While the divine is bringing that 5D into the 3D fruitations in there. So there is a lot of difference. I mean, we can talk about for an hours and hours if you want to point something out of this, darling, you can. But when we're talking about how it feels peace.
It feels peace, but also you have this difference because you have awareness on both levels. It's the first time when you meet your twin, like you have this emotional connection. The divine is present, but you may not be even aware of that. That's what you start to recognize during your, mostly I think, separation phase. And then you maintain this divine presence or awareness. And then you can maintain it, and then you will start sharing that with another person, this like consciousness or awareness that there is something else that's guiding you towards this journey. So I think that's the biggest difference between like twin flame dynamic and divine partnership dynamic, because you will see both people will recognize that something else is involved in your spiritual journey, and both people will want to grow on the journey. As it in twin flame dynamic is more about who's chasing who or who's doing the work, who's not doing the work. In divine partnership, you won't be interested in this recreating these dramas all the time. It's just, okay, I've been there. Let me just try to do something different with peace. Like, I need a partner who will bring me peace, not wondering what the other person has in mind when he's coming back, whether he's interested. It's just, as soon as you're able to recognize that, there is something more than just trying to figure out other person, what he wants to do, whether he wants a relationship, whatever. It's just, okay, I just want to create something here. I want to progress. And if there is someone who wants to join me, that's okay. I'm ready. If not, I will continue on my own. And then once you're in this mindset, you will have some other connection most probably coming to you. If you prolong getting, maybe connected with someone, or you're getting behind that, they will arrange a meeting and then they will be pushing. Because then if you're in too much in comfort with yourself, that there is no progress there either. But I would say that's the biggest difference.
It's a huge difference. Another difference I can point you out up here. The huge difference that you both are gonna have this consciousness about creating something. That the divine puts you to create something, to make something. You will understand the power of creation. You will understand that the biggest thing in the whole this universe, in the whole this avoidance, void space, is about one thing. What can you do together? And that what can you do together leads to that energy between you and the divine, you and your partner, and your partner with the divine. What can you do together? It's a very powerful guidance we get in it. When you go in there, you're gonna feel that you can achieve everything that you need. Because the divine is gonna be asking you, what can you do? Well, I can do this. Actually, I can look at it and I can do this and this. Oh, wow, by the way, I can do this and this and this. Oh, maybe I can do this and this. The possibilities is endless. But this is how you learn. You're going to find that difference in there with those possibilities. And there, Jesus is not a religion to us. He's a God master man, human experience. I'm not talking about just a touch into the religions, guys, about this, and talking about Jesus. Okay, when it comes into this, to using the name and so on and so on, Jesus, he's not a religion. He came to teach us, to show us, and to give us the guidance. Okay, that's what it is. And he says one thing, if I have to be more correctly about this, I think that was John chapter 4, I believe. So when he says, now I'm leaving, but I'm leaving you the advocate who's going to follow after me. And then the advocate is going to be for it. And that actually is the Holy Spirit. So, talking about this, the religion has the clues of guidance in there. Don't forget about it. The religion is actually, before religion, has been spirituality. Okay, even the Christianity comes in, the Christians were prosecuted before it. Even Jesus was put on the cross because people didn't believe in the beginning. So they even thought that he's a rebel. He was a rebel. Okay. What's that? Blue Swan said the one and the only one. Only. I can't see that. Can you read it?
The one and only one for us is He is the only being that has been proven resurrection for us. This is rebirth within a lifetime only Jesus has done. This is no religion, has any writing or facts of this deal. Please our apologies to anyone that takes our Jesus studies in any way of offense. This is not our intention ever. We actually have knowledge and readings on multiple universal philosophies, not biblical, but all religions, as we study every one of the books. Peace and love. I think it makes sense. Once you get this higher understanding, you will see that every religion says about the same thing. All the gods, all the Jesus, Buddha, they are all just say about spiritual awakening. And it's just, of course, like the source will try to reach you in any other material you can have. You can have Bible, you can have people, signs, synchronicities, but it's all the same basically. Like it's just that how the source wants to show to you the messages.
Yeah, the messages who comes in. We look at it Tao, we look at it Hindus, we look at it Sumerians, even before that. We look in philosophy, theology, so on. Yeah. But thank you guys. No judgments here. Where were we? Crystal, thank you both. And yes, I understand because I finished TF experience and attended my divine partner on wine. I was just wondering how would we feel when you met them physically? You're gonna feel peace and drawn towards it. You're gonna feel similar like you're drawn towards the twin flame, but not like the twin flame's energy is like and you shake everything, you shake it. No, this is gonna be, oh wow, what a beautiful song. What is it attracted to this? And it's gonna be more gentle and soft. The divine partner comes with the divine. That's what this is. The divine brings you the partner. So that's what goes. How would you feel? You feel it. You will feel it within the soul inside of you. Your soul will find peace, kind of like you home. You're gonna be feeling like home. You're gonna be feeling like laying down on the grass into the paradise, and you're just enjoying the whole energies and experience. It's kind of like finally ending this twin flame journey. Finally, I got into the partner. Finally, I got in with the divine. And you're going to find this beautiful peace. Remember, the peace, the eternal peace of the soul is going to lead this. We talked about this before. Tanya, those connections make difference also to people around us. My close friends, a girl who was beside me told me the journey was very materialistic, become spiritual. It's normal. That's how we operate because we're producing energy that creates a magnetic field, and the magnetic field is actually the one who passing the information over. It's normal the people around you to feel these energies. They will feel it one way or another. People will be drawn toward you. We experience it lately, this draw and she wants to love like mine. Uh, it's good. It's good that she wants to love like yours. Because you become an example. Because you break the template from before. Now they understand that love. So that's a great thing that you're doing. So you're doing some great things, Tanya. Nice one. Elizabeth, is that also being practical, maturing? Practical, the practical in there, um, the maturing. You will find yourself to mature on all your levels, but they're all going to be connecting and coming from the divine, from the spirituality maturity. Because spirituality brings the philosophy, what you're telling yourself. Philosophy fixes the psychology. Psychology is fixed, then the psychology says, here we go, and create actions there. And when you go and you create in there those actions, you thankful the divine again, and the divine is give you the next download. The next download goes to your philosophy. then the philosophy tells again to the psychology. And all this, it comes in, works together. The advocate is the Holy Spirit, exactly. That's what it says. Well, there is a one God, which is his creator, guys, but actually the Bible and many books shows a lesser God with lowercase g. And by the way, there is writings which mentions Adam and Eve coming first to India. There is so many writings, there is so many things for it. We all look at it, actually study Adam and Eve story very well. We find out their failures, we find out things, we talk about this. For is that is a getting into the religions for it, you at some point in your journey, you're gonna be looking at that. But once you pass that threshold of what you need to understand with this, what you're getting at in there, then to that threshold you mature. So it's very good that you are reading it. It's very good that you are doing study. We've done so many studies that I don't know.
Honestly, I think it helps to bring this. Like this is a common topic. Like that's how you develop your interest. That's how you see. Okay, we understand each other at the same level. It's like very good way just to also explore the connection because you will see. Okay, if that person sees those things in the same way, like if you are on the same page. So I think it's.
Mhm. Okay, where is it? The chat was- Mel. Oh, those ones. So there is a several controversies, so perhaps of those who can see the truth. The truth for what you need to see, it comes from the divine. Allow the divine to give you the truth, what you need. One way or another, you find the truth, you find confirmations for truths, and so on. The truth is within you, and you know the truth. But it's good, guys, that you guys do this in the study. That's a great thanks. Mel, be channeling to influence you. There is so many different views on the journey. Trying to make it clear to the divine feminist that oracle and a focus on the other black role in the journey, sometimes for years. Hi Mel. By the way, talking about all this, within we can try a lot of stuff. We talk to a lot of people. We've seen within a lot of people. But the people who are not ready to hear you, they may listen to you, but hearing is different, and their action shows up what they hear, what they do, because the actions are coming from making up your mind. The mind is the process of everything. So when you look at it, the different views, you can take the different views, you can process it with yourself. Basically, if you take a look at the mind like a computer, you can hook up a camera, which is one way of view. You can hook up one, two, three, four different sources. You can go on the internet, get another two, three sources about everything. You can have a video that it's already made to put in and plug it in down. And you can put all this to look inside. But as far as the different views, there's gotta be a different views because the different views it gives you the multi-dimension view. If you don't have a different views in a one same topic, you're not going to be able to get the whole picture. I was talking about before with this. I can use the phone and I can turn it on, but you're not seeing that. What you see is the phone, right? But you don't see what I have. But when you have the both views, in there, my view and the view that you see, you have the full picture. Understand what is on the other side. And there's a lot of people who have issues with the other side because they stick to the side that they only see within them and accept the truth. They don't look at the other side. So this is why it takes us sometimes so many years. And it took us for us. We were actually looking our connections. Is like, okay, let's see, let's look. Mel video comes in and it says, this is what actually happened, graduating. Ah, and that's what we feel graduated. That's what we feel so complete. But there was someone who guided us. But the right information comes to the right time. There is also there's also a view that when you are through the process, the other person is done. I cannot confirm this, have experienced the process from the board perspective, how you see it. Uh, and everybody, oh, thank you. There is also the view that when you through the process, the other person is done. Mel, can you be more specific about what it's mean done? Is done that he's ready for the journey, or is done and he goes out? Those are what I have noting there. I cannot confirm this. I have experienced the process from the both perspectives. How do you see it? Um, this is going to be interesting in there. Mm. The process of the unifications, if you're talking about, or the process of the journey. If you're talking about the process of the journey, at some point you're realizing this process of journey as it will flame. That is your personal journey. You get to that point. Soon or later, you get to that point. It's your personality. If you have personality issues, you begin to fix them by now. The twin flames journey coming to you to fix your personality, to fix your personality so you can go ahead and gain in your philosophy within yourself as your true self that brings you to the divine, that comes into the spirituality. And yeah. So talking about both perspectives, that's kind of like an interesting topic about both perspectives of the realms, but the both perspectives is everything. You can't just have one perspective inside of you. We're not talking about like I see only my view. Some of the people they are like do you like, for example, miso soup? It's like, no, I don't. And you ask him, do you ever try that? No, I'm not. Then how do you know you don't like it? So the perspective is until you have not done it, until you have not tried, and then you don't understand. So you need another perspective in there to look at it, to try it, to see it. Okay. Those ones, all the unions, so as long as they are made from unconditional love, are blessed. So our main focus, whereas the twin flames or divine partners, as long as they are coming from unconditional love, are coming from the true divine love, God creative of all, have been attracted to all the healthy studies. I believe from the 15 comes from the 57 years beyond the beginning of times, they are so family. What happened to Chet? Moved. All convictions here. Okay. Very true. Oh, you're welcome in there. You're welcome because of that conviction is about the true self is knows the true self, and the truth is within you. You resonate or you don't resonate with them. If you don't resonate, why don't resonate with certain things in that? So look from within yourself about the attractions, because the attractions brings things inside of you, things that can help you within the journey. And within all the studies, there is a great studies. We all do studies. We are forever students. If you think like you're a master, mastering things, you have a master. The master knows that he's forever student and he's not a master. That is the one thing, because the master fails more times than any student ever will. But talking about this, it is about you to see the truth to each other, and that is a very powerful. There is a good statement in there. Actions are based on each other individual journey. There, actions, yes, because actions proves what is written. Okay, Della Vosa, hi, how are you? Happy birthday. I mean, when the divine feminine fully awakens, you experience the process from two views, like the other side of the coin. That's what I meant, and the other is still in the lower ego stage. Never separate divine feminine from divine masculine. Uh, yeah, I think right now I get what you're getting. Well, um, talking about that. The divine feminine can see from the both perspectives, but the divine masculine in there he can't. Why? Because he's missing the intuition from within, and that's why he probably stays in the lower ego. And this is what we're talking about, the spiritual maturity. Well, so important about the spiritual maturity. There is nothing you can do in there, but you have to move. You have to go forward. Otherwise, what? You the one's gonna do the work, the other is not gonna do the work, then what? Life goes on. You're not doing what you're supposed to do with the divine because you're hanging out to that ego situations there. So look inside of you. All the answers is inside of you. If he's not wake up into the ego, what else is there within that ego stage? What is inside of you? Because throughout the awakening, do you trying to tell the divine masculine what should they do? If you're trying to tell the divine masculine what should they do, trying to tell yourself first that and see how is that. Some other people have issues to listen to their divine feminine because always been told about what to do. People doesn't like to be told what to do. People seeking understanding of why they have to do things. So, okay, this chat is book. Two sides of the same coin, fully understanding of the process, exactly. But if you have one person who fully understands the process and the other person doesn't even budge, and that is stopping you. And you, what do you need to do? You go look for the divine for answers. And if you're looking at within that, in there, you're gonna find the answers. They're gonna give you the guidance one way or another. It's coming because they see the amount of work you've done, the amount of work you do for the divine. And divine says, "Okay, let's go." All right, what's that next? Those ones. That's the third party guys who they can and should or whatever conditions of the divine. The divine is the third party in all this. Always been. Divine sets the time, the meetings, the situations, and the divine gives the guidance of overcoming things. So, yeah. I congratulate your belief on the graduations of the twin flame journey. However, can one make universal and individual journey as each twin flame? Oh, hey, Andrea, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. The chat. Right there. However, how can one make universal individual journey? You gotta be connecting, first of all, the universal and individual journey is all connected. You're part of the universe. If you are disconnected from the universe within 10, you're not following this. But is your individual journey to choose the universe in there? As each twin flame journey is unique, individual, and now each between the divine and each part of the twins. Actually, we just talked about this a while back. I think also in the last video, talking about picture. Okay, let's do visuals here. Hold this right in here, and I'm gonna hold this right in here. So you can have one straight line, but you can have a line like this. You can have a line like this. You can have a line like this. You can have lines like this, lines like this, lines like this. But if the one cup goes higher, still you're going to have those lines. They're going to look a little different. So what happens is all the lines there about you to start up the journey and you to finish the journey can be there. Are a lot of differences. There are variations in there. Okay. Thanks. What Divine is telling me, nothing more to do. You're welcome. I love you guys, but this is our thoughts on this regards. With love, we express a belief. You guys, please, perhaps we can elaborate and enlighten us. We try to do our best, guys. We try to do our best. All right. Andrea, thank you. Thank you for the super chat and happy for you too. Appreciate it. Okay. What else? Is there anything else? All right. That's it. I think that's all we have for tonight, guys. Okay. Here it's about midnight. Thank you for the coming in here. Thank you for the great questions, because great questions bring the great conversations on this. We're gonna be doing it. Uh, we're gonna be doing some more videos, more advanced. So we're working on planning things better for us, for you guys, for the community, and sharing more and more here, because that's what it's about, to share more. Those ones, thank you, dear. Namaste, as always. Much love to you. Exactly, this also works for the catalyst job. Is this so? Catalyst. One problem with the catalyst, that the catalyst turns to be a runner. The catalyst cannot perform. Catalyst just comes in, wakes you up, and it says, "I don't have nothing to do with you." They're just a spark. Oh, you love me. Well, I'm not loving you. Well, you can love me as much as you can. There's nothing I can do for you. That's what the purpose of the catalyst is, just to shine the spark in there. So if you look at the catalyst can be so much things. I can be a catalyst for many of the people here. She can be the catalyst for many of the people here. Okay, but the catalyst is about a job that is enlightening in there, is to break through. It's like an icebreaker. You put an icebreaker that breaks through the ice. That's what the catalyst is to make you to break to the ice inside of you, to break the patterns, to break the situations in there. So that's what is this soul catalyst energy, if they have to put it in a nutshell in there. All right. Art, dear, you're funny. I've always been funny. Personal experience up here. All right. Blessed sleep and rest. Thank you, Andrea. CF, thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Elizabeth, thank you for you both and everyone. You're welcome in there. Mel, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Uh, what else? We're missing Erica. Erica, thank you. Thank you for being here. You guys have a good one. Enjoy yourself, and we're gonna be popping up pretty soon. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here, and be loved, guys. Just be loved. And thank you all for the super chats. You're together. Congrats, you made it. Thank you, Art. We appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank you for your questions. Happy birthday again.
Thank you. Okay. Did you just draw the kaleidoscope of subsounds laughing out loud? No, actually, I didn't. No, this is actually a graphic that comes in from the. What was that app that we helped with you in this for the geo studies that geophysics that was we actually found that graph. It's coming from geophysics in there, and that geographic when it comes in pops up. Actually, we look at it in there with this the journey, but when it comes in like an information, just like a graphic, then it comes in like an information that it just popped in the front of us, and all of a sudden you see behind through the energy, through the informations, through the things within. So that's how we saw this. But it was very funny because we talk about this and we draw it. And there was actually our additional informations for this that we draw over there, but it's in my desk at home, not here. So we're still expanding that information. Andrea, and many, many more. Thank you on the channel. Good night, much love to you. All Dio, great chat. Love to all the guys. I love from Blue Swans. Thank you, guys. Lorianne, thank you. Do you plan to come live at specific day or time? So we currently popping up here and there, depends of what we're doing and so on. And when it comes to time to have a permanent situations and a permanent settlement and a more permanent schedule, I would say, because of the long distance relationship at some point is exhaust its options. So talking about this, she's waking up in the morning talk, and I'm waking up in the morning talk, and this physical exhaustion at some point kicks in, and we're going to be working to something more permanent. So when there is going to be a permanent times for it, there's going to be some like maybe a permanent schedule when we're going to be coming. You guys can come in and know in a permanent situation. I used to do it every day with this, but I had some more situation goes on. Can you tell you how long the distance don't work? Can you tell how long distance work? Does she come or you? Ha! Interesting question. Actually, the first time we saw each other, I went to the United States. She came to the United States, and now I came here to Spain. She came to Spain. But in the both situations, is the divine brought us together within this. Something had to be created so we can be having it come together. But I gotta congratulate her because she put more effort to come. I gotta be on with that. Yeah. So that's
I was pushed. There was no other choice. And I think that's important to recognize. When you have those soul connection and you can have all the discussions, but both people want, they need to want to work on that just to explore this further. Because you can have all the 5D conversation that you have, but if you don't have this other party being interested in building something with you, how can you make sure, like, is that your twin? Is that your, who is this person for you? And I think, is that your partner, or is that something, someone that you can try and build something, or you need both people to have put an effort? So I think that's the best test for any of the connections that you're having, because it shows actually the actions that both people want to work on that.
all right. Very interesting questions. And then we love super birthday chant. Clara White, hi. Thank you for coming in. I have followed you sporadically sporadically through the years. Is Paulina the one twin who awakened you, or have you found each other lately? No, she's not the one who awakened me. We have been found through the divine connections in there. Uh, it is the same person. No, it's not the same person. It's really, not the person who awakened me up, but she is the person. So, if the people, I mean, a lot of the people ask about the person. Before you asking about the person, you have to become the person. If you want to be one with someone, you have to become the one. I mean, go watch in the Matrix, you will understand this. Very beautiful explained there. Eva drew that around June of last year. Oh, about the graph, yeah. I'm into that, Sister Paulina. Thank you, Andrea. How did you feel when you met in person? Was the energies the same? Ah, are you real? That's what it was. She asked me if I'm a real, and I went to her. It's like, yeah, you can go ahead and touch. I'm real. She was a little bit in the Thomas, Apostle Thomas,
Non-believer.
the unbeliever.
There was a strong energy between us because it was already started to being pushed by the energies between us, and there was this kind of pull. We were having some conversations and talks online, but we never met in person before. So this meeting in Florida was quite strong, and we just had to balance out our energies. And but it was a good complementary to, the base that we started building with these talks and conversations. But it was intense. I don't know. It's hard to compare that to these catalytic experiences because you don't have this awareness. Like, you're doing incredible amount of work on your journey, so you've grown so much as a person. You change yourself. So I don't know. Both are different, I think, because you see those things from different perspective. But all of those. So normally, soul connections are somehow intense. That's the
The difference will be that with the person, you're gonna feel in peace. You're gonna feel the power couple. For example, she and I we went out to shopping uh, here. We went out to Costco, right? We were shopping like a husband and wife together. Naturally flow. There was no, it was just flowing. You will understand things are just flowing naturally. And you can't stop natural flow. If you stopping the natural flow, you're sabotaging yourself. So, uh, so that's how it feels. Things are natural. Clara, so happy for you. Those don't love you guys. Maybe call us. Sometimes we can get back from Spain. Uh, we'll see. We'll see how things going. Go and make some mushi. Sure. Well, so was the first one a false twin? Clara, talking about the false twin, you have twin flame experiences, a journey. False twin is someone who recognizes a connection or he sees a connection and denies the connections. And by default, they become a false personality within them because it's missing the divine connections with them. They basically say, I'm the one that's in there. Doesn't matter what kind. During the awakening, when the both awaken and both find things, there is an opportunity. Divine gives you an opportunity. You may be running away, maybe doing okay, maybe not, but that experience, once you awaken as a soul, will keep repeating itself until you don't graduate. Can't escape of that. How many stranges may gonna look for you? Can't escape that. And we knew it when we got together. It's like, okay, we have the connections, things are repeating itself, but we have to complete this. We both knew that we have to complete it. So, right. Dio, go have some of that delicious elixir you're treating us here, and I love you guys. Uh, I can have some of it. Was the intense? Was it intense? Could you think clearly and felt addictive? No, actually, it wasn't. It felt addictive. It's more freedom. You're learning how to give freedom to your partner. There is no addictions. Uh, the graduation is gonna clear the addictions, the needs. Gonna clear the codependency. Is gonna be clear. The programming you like, the desire you want to program your partner. You don't program your partner. Your partner is already programmed by the divine. You don't do anything more there. You don't even have to tell them what to do. They just do it on their own. This is not like the relationship that people are used to it. Oh, you should do this and you should do that and so on. No. Where there is an issue, both that comes in is like, okay, I see it this way and I see it this way. You know what? I see what you're seeing. Take a look at it in there. So look at it in there. There it is. But the conversations are different. Mature. Mature. Divine has spoken. Okay, guys, that's all we have for you guys because here is in midnight and we'll be having a lot. But let's see the last one I meet was the energy overwhelming. No, the energy is inner peace. We stated that in the previous.
At first, a bit overwhelming, but it's not that long time because you also learn how to handle energy. So it's just you're observer because if you do your journey, if you do your work, you will learn to observe yourself. So you will see, okay, there are some intense energies between us, but I don't take it personally. Let's observe, like why do they happen? Like why is the pull? Or so I think it's just once you get this objectivity and this observer mode, it's just you don't care about the energy. The energies are there, they're flowing, but you're like this box or the vessel for those energies to flow. And
Yep. All right. Okay. Guys, thank you so much. And as we said, we're going to come back here. Okay. We're going to come out. All right, guys. Be love. There's some gifts from us.